Oh my goodness, my Saturday morning friends. I miss you so much. Hopefully we can be together again soon, although I don't think it's going to be next week either, because I'll be in Tulsa for my day job. So I am really sad that it's going to be July before we see each other again live here on Saturday mornings, but there's always Wednesday afternoons. Actually, this coming week it's Tuesday because I'll be flying to Tulsa on Wednesday. But you know what? It's good. We've got a great card. It'll look a little familiar. It's similar to last week, but just different enough, I think, that you're going to have another version of a card that you seemed to really like last week. So let's get started. Let's make today's card, and then maybe we'll do a this or that this afternoon, where you can say which layout you like better. All right, thank you for being here. Let's go get them. The designer series paper I am choosing to use today is Botanical Textures. It is an online exclusive. It was released in March, I believe it was. And it's just so stinking beautiful with the black and white sides to it that I decided I need to make sure you didn't forget about it. So you can see most of the designs here. And I chose, now on the packaging it says black and white are the colors in the DSP. But when you look at the shading, I think Smoky Slate, Basic Gray will work as well. So you can see the back sides, and that gray really does come out here in some of these papers. And so that's what I chose to use as a second color for my label. Now, speaking of labels, I use the coordinating, at least it's sold in a suite collection with the designer series paper, and it's called Textured Notes Dies. And so I chose to use one of those for my basic gray layer. And then I measured the inside and just cut a plain white piece for that. So this is my, what I chose to use. Now, I am going to do a giveaway because I want to see what you're creating with this layout. And so, after we're done here, or as you're watching, create along with me. The paper is very easy to cut. You just need 2 layered pieces for your sentiment. And then put it in the comments, put a picture in the comments, and then I will do a drawing. And so do that by Sunday night at 11:59 p.m. Central. That's about the time I land from Tulsa. It's going to be a late night because we have a drive from the airport. But 11:59 p.m. Central on Sunday night, have your card, and I am doing a giveaway for an embellishment in that was released in May. So you will want to check that out for sure. Make sure you make this card. So last week, and I didn't bring it downstairs. I took it upstairs to do photos and stuff like that. But we had 2 pieces that were the same. One went up in this corner and one went down in this corner. And we're going to do the same thing here for this card this week, except for we are doing 2 different size pieces this time of the same designer series paper. Now, you could totally do different DSPs for each. You could also, I had this revelation that I thought might be pretty cool. An embossed piece in the corner instead of a designer series paper. So, you know, there are different things out there that I think you could do with either one of the layouts from last week or this week. This maybe is the first time I've done layouts that are so similar back-to-back weeks, but I thought it is perfect for me being gone because it's not a difficult layout by any stretch of the imagination. And so you won't ask to repeat instructions or anything like that, I don't think. But instead, we're just going to go for it. And then like I said, you can win a prize if you post a picture of yours in the comments by Sunday night. Got to do it. All right, so we've got our larger piece up in the upper left corner of the card. And then we're going to take our smaller piece, which is a 1.5 inch square, and that's going to go down here in the corner. So it is very similar to what we did last time. The differences are, last week we didn't have them meet in the corner. Their corners did not meet. So it was one here and one here with about 1 inch separating them in between where we added our label. So it's a little bit different, but much the same, much the same concept. So then I'm going to grab my Memento ink, and I decided not to grab the stamp set that coordinates with this, but the Blooming Phrases. And I've used Blooming Phrases a few times on camera, but it's such an easy, beautiful, scripty little thing here. Oh, I'm tempted to use thanks. I guess I will. I can't help myself. I send a lot of thank yous. All right. I know I say that all the time, so you're probably sick of hearing it. So even though it comes off the end a little bit, it's not going to hurt anything because my paper's not that long. So it doesn't matter. All right. So we're going to add thanks. Isn't that pretty? Just love that font. And then 2 different ways you can do this. Here's my preferred way. I don't know why, but to my eye, I just like the way it looks. I'm going to lay my basic gray flat. Hello. Okay. And then I'm going to pop up my sentiment. I just like the layering that creates. I don't know. I just do. I'm trying to use up edges, and now I'm like, ooh, where are all those edges I was going to use up? I think, yes. Haha. I like to use up those edges when I can. All right. So we're going to pop this up right here. And then I said you could have some embellishments, and you can add those literally anywhere. And I am snagging the embellishments, neutral matte dots that actually are also in the Sweet collection with the DSP and the dies that I shared with you today. So I'm going to take and use my white, I think I'm going to do tone on tone. You might think I'm crazy, but I am a big tone on tone girl, and I think this is going to look really nice. And maybe I'll do, no, I'm going to do here. You can go wherever you want, and you can do as many as you want. So go crazy and then share it in the comments. But I really like the tone on tone feel of that. I think it's really kind of fun. So I hope you do too. I hope you enjoyed it today. Even though I'm not here with you live, I am with family, and that is a beautiful place to be. So thanks for joining me, whether you watched at 9:30 Central Time, like I'm always on live, or if you're watching anytime. Just make sure to put your card in the comments below, because I want to see your DSP. I want to see your embellishments. I want to see what shape you used and just generally your take on this card. So thanks again. I will see you next week on Tuesday. That is when What's Up Stampers will be. So I will see you then.